Time to answer your questions now. First up, a video one for Josh.
Hey guys, this is Greg from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. My question's for Josh Brown. I've seen his disclosure. He's long Uber. Josh, as someone who bought it during the dip in the pandemic, any idea what a price target would be to start trimming or selling that position?
Josh?
Okay, it's a great question. I actually don't do price targets. So I bought it as an investment for the post-pandemic world when I added to it during the crisis. Maybe we bought it on the same day. But my average cost is somewhere around where it's trading now, maybe a little bit lower. My intention is to hold this one for the intermediate term, like a couple of years. I do think that this is a utility for the real economy, but I concede it's not going to really work and make a new high until we get a vaccine and return to travel. And that might be a while. So I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to stick around with this thing. I don't want to be able to tell you, like, if it goes to 40, sell it or something, because I actually think it could go much higher when life gets back. So I'm sticking around with this one. No plans to sell, no target.
Okay, thank you. Steve Weiss to you from Holly in Pasadena. I started a new position in Zillow Group in early October, have watched its value steadily decline since. What is the macro and micro outlook for Zillow and its broader industry?
Well, I shaved a little of Zillow earlier this month, but I've kept the position. Still gives me exposure to the housing industry, but it's not based upon home sales. It's based upon sales interest in the market. It's got obviously a big advertising base, and that's it. So I think it's fine. Clearly, it's not a stock for a volatile market, but it seems like there's great support for 90. So I'd stick with it. I wouldn't sell any.
All right, Pete, to you from Jim in Newport Beach, California. Pete, what duration and spread should I sell calls on KMI? Kinder Morgan.
You know, that's a difficult one, Scott, because of the fact that the implied volatilities, I talk about that all the time, and they've been elevated in a lot of different stocks. Kinder Morgan's not one of those stocks. We aren't seeing the implied volatilities there to be able to find something to sell against a position. So for now, I think you got to sit on your hands in terms of that if you want to hold on to the stock. I'm still holding on to the stock, but I've been a little bit frustrated in trying to find what I can sell against the stock right now in the options world, and it's very, very difficult to find anything.
Okay. Lastly, Liz Young to you from Jill in St. Louis. I have most of my money on the sidelines, she says. I want to put it to work. So should I invest today or should I wait? In other words, she wants another call from you, too.
It's a great question, and I don't want you to miss the recovery trade that we still see persisting here, Jill, but I do still think it gets worse in the short term before it gets better. So here's what you do. You average in, and I want you to do it systematically, meaning put the same amount in at the same time frame over the next few months and get invested by inauguration.
Okay, thank you for that. Coming up, we talked about oil prices get hammered down 10% in a week. We'll talk to the futures traders next to find out how they are playing that sell-off. We're back in 2 minutes. Do it next.
Are you a veteran? Do you have a question for the Halftime Investment Committee? Email us a video with your name and rank. Ask halftime@cnbc.com. You can be featured on our special show on Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.